So the next topic we're going to bring up is the furnace. And I know Weston is hearing this and is jumping out of his seat right now because he's been waiting to do this for so long. The furnace is something that everybody goes through. It's that trench. It's the fire you get thrown into. It's the challenging times where you just want to give up. And me and Weston have actually been through quite a few of those, personally and together in business. So picking one of those moments where you were just in the hottest fire possible, can you explain what you were feeling and what had gone on to make you feel that way?
The furnace, I've probably gone through 4 of them in my lifetime, but the real one, the strong one, the heavy one, the hottest one was actually a previous episode called Collapse. When my parents divorced and you wake up with nothing and you collapse, right? And for me, it was this, you couldn't go any lower. And once you're at rock bottom, there's no way but up. And for me, I get to laugh about it now, but back then I wasn't laughing. You know, it was a very intense situation. It was life changing. It was like, hey, here's a book I've had my whole life. Let's just throw it away. I got to start over. Like, that's a crazy thought, right?
At 17.
At 17, 18, whatever. Yeah, 17 hit, and then 19, I'm going through all this chaos. But, you know, the furnace is designed to take your pain into your purpose. And for me, the furnace is, the way I like to look at it, as a sword, right? The metal gets thrown in the furnace, it gets heated up, it expands, it comes out, it gets beaten over and over and over again, and then it goes back into the furnace. And then it comes back out, it gets shaped again to develop this beautiful piece of artwork that we call a sword, right? I consider myself a sword, right? I'm strong, I'm going to fight, I'm going to be a battle, like I'm all those things a sword is. That's what I think entrepreneurship is. How tough is this person? And so for me, I feel like the furnace is a space to have an opportunity to grow into who you're actually supposed to be. At first, you were just a steel block. Now you've converted into a sword. And to me, I think that's just a beautiful thing to have, because once you realize you can go through it, you can go through anything. If you can take it, you can make it. And for me, I had to go through that to develop a new book, a new cover, a new chapter. And here's the coolest part about the furnace. The furnace is not designed for me. The furnace is designed for everyone else.
Explain.
When you start identifying that your pain is your purpose, you now get to help other people through your pain, to help them with theirs, to help them actually, you know, get out of where they're at. And you get to go through the trench with someone if you want to. And like I said in the previous episode, God picks and chooses the furnace. And he chooses people that can go through hard shit and turn it into something. Not everybody's designed to do that.
No,
they're not. And so I think the furnace is an opportunity to grow into who you're actually supposed to be, which then shifts into identity and happiness, which is a whole nother episode. But the furnace, you have to appreciate the lowest times, because if without those feelings, you'll never understand what it feels like for the high moments.
So you as the sword, do you feel like you're the sharpest you'll ever be?
I think I'm the dullest I'll ever be.
Love that.
Because I truly means I'm working. I'm putting in the extra shit. If the sword is completely sharp, that means it's not being used. And for me, I know God's using me in a way to grow things and build things and go through more shit. I'm designed to go through furnaces.
I love that metaphor. So you may come out sharp, but you're going to use your sword, and it's going to get dull, and eventually you got to go back in that furnace.
Got to keep getting work.
Refine to define, baby.
That's the thing. Refine to define. And so I think if you're going through a position in your life where you're stuck in the furnace, the walls are closing in, you can't breathe, there's no other option, you have to step back, take a deep breath, and go, God's plan. Something involved here is going to take me to the level I'm supposed to be at, and your purpose. Your pain develops your purpose. So if you're struggling, reach out to someone, ask questions, and then really look in that mirror again and go, what do I need to do?
So if someone watching is like in their furnace and they've just realized watching this video, what's the first thing they need to do, or what's the main focus they need to put their brain on?
The main focus is to rewire the thought process that you're going to help a lot of people. If I go through a situation for one person to come back to me and go, hey, thank you for everything. You saved my life, or you helped me with this thing. It makes it all make sense. There's no reason to go through something and then not have a benefit from it. That would suck if you went through all this stuff with no amazing thing after it. Right? Behind every door of adversity, there's a gift, but you have to see it that way. So I think you just got to appreciate that you're going to help people and God has a plan for you. And that's probably the first step.